Hi guys, welcome to my storage unit. In this video I'm going to show you myself building new shelving, making better use of my space in here. I hope you enjoy the video. The footage is probably about 2 months old now, so we'll snap to that and then I'll join you back after the main footage for a little chit chat. So the task today is to deal with the front of the storage, which is an absolute mess. Which is here. It's just a big pile of absolute rubbish. So the plan is to clear that out so I can get some more shelving. As you can see, the rest of my storage, apart from the bottom, is reasonably organised. All these shelves here are all categorised based on my listings. But here it's just a complete mess. So I'm going to get rid of all of this, and what I plan on doing then is putting some more shelving up here and around here to get a lot more, because I'm more or less at capacity at the moment. You can see sort of stuff here. It's full of, all the shelves are absolutely ram-packed with listed stock. So it's really important for me to get this work done. And as the sun is shining, as you can see, the sun is shining here, so I'm going to get it done. So I'm going to go through what I'm getting from this storage here. There's loads of boxes of general rubbish here. I'm going to put these out the front as I clear it. All this sort of stuff has come from auctions and things, and I need to sort it out. There's things like this which don't have a lot of value, but things like Mega Drive manuals that I need to get sorted. So things like this don't have a lot of value, but I've got them listed on eBay. I just need to get them into my inventory. So yeah, need to get this listed. This is Nerf Rebel, which is basically Nerf for girls. So these need to be listed. Nice little bundle there. I don't think they're worth a lot, but might as well get it on there. Put these in my office. More crates from the auction. This area has basically become a dumping ground for boxes and stock that's no use to me. These polystyrene panels can really be up on the walls like that, so that's the plan, what I plan to do with that. Just need to cut them down into shape. As you can see now, there isn't actually a lot of stuff here, but it's using a hell of a lot of space in my storage. So clearing this out is going to be a really good job done. Things like this, boxes of just random crap, really should either be dumped or gone to the charity shop. So get all this sorted out. I need to get a bag together so I can, these are all the bits of polystyrene I've probably kept from when I put the rest of the wall insulation in, but it's all broken up, so this is only good for packaging. I end up with loads of polystyrene for my packaging. I'll get through it quite quickly. Okay, that's the area emptied, I think. Took me about 20 minutes. Just got to hoover it now. Okay, quick update. I've put the roof panels and side panels now at the front door here. So I've just got this bit of roof here to finish off. Unfortunately, I've run out of large pieces of polystyrene. So I'm probably going to have to leave that until I get some. I'll probably get some at some point, but it's no problem. But all the rest is now covered. I mean, it doesn't really do a lot. It just keeps any rainwater that might seep through the roof panels. These panels aren't brilliant, and they do get quite hot, so it does stop the heat coming through, but also stops the condensation and things like that as well. So they're worth putting up because I've got them for free anyway. Back to the actual construction of the garage. I've got these vinyl tiles as well that I've put over the plastic membrane I put down, that stops any damp and water ingress, and that just protects that from when I'm walking on it and when I place the shelves on it. So I plan on putting shelves up here and probably 2 more shelves going up here as well. So that was a good few hours spent doing this, because now I can tidy up what is all of this mess and put it on shelving here. Okay, it's many days later now, but I've ordered the shelving, which has arrived. I went for the B&Q shelving again, and I'm going to build that now, and I'm going to put 2, well, I'm going to put 1 here and I'm going to put 2 here. I actually ordered 5 shelving, and I'm going to put another 2 in my office. So that's the first shelf done. I'll show you that now. That's the first shelf in place. So the reason I bought these shelves rather than better shelves, as you can see, these ones are robust shelving from, I think it's the 50s or 60s. You know, they're not going anywhere. They're solid and they go all the way back. So I managed to pile up quite a lot of things to the roof. The roof is fairly low, so I don't really need the extra space on top, because the time I've got one of these, for example, on the top, there's very little space anywhere, and I can just pile things up, and there's big enough storage space in between each shelf. What I'm hoping to do is put another one in this gap, so that will go right to the wall if it fits. I'm not sure if it's going to fit, but if it does fit, that's where I put it, and that will come to about here, and then I'll get another one next to it. So yeah, that's my plan. So that's the second shelf in now. I've measured it, and it looks like I'll be able to get 1 shelf unit sort of right in the corner like this, another one up to here, and may even get another one here. It will overlap the door by slightly, but as long as I've got enough to get in, I'll have to shift all this stuff that's in front of the door. Then I'll have 3 across, and I'll have storage right into the corner as well, which is good. And I'll have to be careful what I put in there, but if I put in things like this, like a box, and well, probably the best thing to do, this sort of area, and it's what I've done with the items at the bottom, which always are difficult to get to, especially in the far corner down there. I put items that have been on eBay for a long time, or they're long tail items I know aren't going to sell initially. So I stick them down there, and then they just sit there until it sells. So yeah, I'll show you when I've put the other shelf in here. So that's the 3rd shelf put up now. So I've got one there, the one right in the corner. I've had to push it right to the back there, because what I want to do is I want to put one here, and I want to put one there, but it's going to overhang by about this much, which I think will be okay. I'm going to trial it and see how it goes, but it will just allow me some more shelving here. But I'm going to have to clear all this that's in front of the door and this angle, which I wanted to do anyway, because it's a mess, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing all this in the first place. And then hopefully I'll be able to still fit through the door with any items I'm bringing in or taking out as well, because that's important. I've got to be able to get in and out. But if I can get another shelf there, that would be good. If I can't do that, I'll continue the shelving along the middle, which I want to do anyway up to about here. So it'll be one more set of shelves, or 2, because I've doubled them up for each side. So it'll be another set that basically goes here. And then I'll be able to walk round, which will be fine. So I can use the shelf there, and I'll get some sort of smaller bookshelf maybe that fits here, but I'm hoping that the overhang won't be big enough to actually cause any problems. Okay, that's the last shelf made up. There you go. So I think overall I'm quite happy. The overhang is this much, as you can see here. It's about width of a hand. It's not ideal, especially if you come in, I might knock the shelf, tip it over or something, so I might have to find a way to secure it onto the wall just to prevent that from happening. But overall I think the extra space there, at least for now, will be beneficial to me. Have all this extra storage here, and of course on top as well, up to the ceiling, so I can pile stuff up there, just the same as I do on all the other shelves really. One thing I am going to do is cable tie these together so they're nice clamped together, so there's no chance of them coming away. I did the same with these shelves. I just put cable ties on them, keeps it all solid. But once I find things are on there, they're pretty solid anyway. They're very flimsy at the moment. So it's worth noting, guys, these aren't the shelves I would normally choose. Funds are a little bit tight at the moment with the business, so I've opted for the cheaper option. These shelves are £10 a unit, but that's the way it is. Sometimes you just have to go with it and try and do your best with what you can get. So I'll be using these shelving for the foreseeable future for these, and I've always got the bigger shelving for bigger things, so I can always move things around, put lighter things on the less expensive shelving. But I've got 2 already in my unlisted storage area, and it seems pretty good. Okay, we're many weeks on now from the date I recorded that video recording myself building the shelves and putting them into my storage. So I'll show you what the storage is like now, with the shelves filled up full of all my stock. Okay, so to begin with, as you can see, there is this little overhang at the entrance of my storage. Here's the door here. As you can see, overhangs by about 3 inches. Although what I've done, I've fixed all the shelves together with cable ties, so they can't really move, and as you can see, can't really push it over. What I was worried is when I come in I'd knock it all down, but that isn't the case. That doesn't really happen. So I can get in, and then as you can see, I have all that storage now completely full of stock. There you go. So it's been a worthwhile exercise. Got all this new space, and what I've basically done, I think you'll be able to see in here somewhere. I'll move some stuff out of the way. There, I've just cable tied the shelves together, and there you see, so they all hold each other together, and with the weight of all this stuff, you know, they're not going to go anywhere. As I said, the storage shelving is quite cheap, but they're okay. I mean, the quality obviously isn't up to these sort of shelving. As you can see, these are heavy industrial 60s shelving. They're brilliant. And then I've got the better storage solution here, which is these clipped together shelving with a wooden top. And these ones, as you saw before, screwed together. So these are the cheapest of all the shelving I could get. Very cheap, £10 a unit from B&Q, but they do hold a lot. Have a look at this. All this stuff's on top, and they're not really bellowing or anything like that. They hold up well, so I would recommend them. I think they're brilliant. They're quite low down, but it's ideal here because the roof is only here of the storage, so I can just pile up bigger items on top. So that suits me perfectly, because this big wardrobe here, this Build-A-Bear wardrobe, wouldn't really fit on any of these shelves upright. So having the big amount at the top is ideal for these big boxes and that sort of thing. Foot spars there. So yeah, it's good. So it was a worthwhile exercise, and as you can see, with the rest of the storage, it complements the whole storage lockup. There's still one more thing to do in here, is to put another pair of these style shelving along here. So then the shelving will come up to where I'm standing now, which will allow me still space to get through the aisles. The way I plan on doing that is that I've got one shelving in my house, in my unlisted storage lockup, and I've also got one of them here. So I'll move those ones and use them in the middle here, so they all match, and again these are all cable tied together, so they can't go anywhere. And I'll get some more of these type ones and put them one here and one in the unlisted storage again. So yeah, I thoroughly recommend these B&Q cheap shelving. They're excellent. I think I might actually order some for my non-reselling uses as well in my garden shed and that sort of thing, just to put tools and things like that on. So they are brilliant. Okay guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe for more of these same sort of videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.